Welcome back to Living Local. The Red Cross provides about 40% of our nation's blood and blood components, but supply can't always meet demand because only about 3% of age-eligible people donate blood regularly. When you consider that someone in the United States needs blood every 2 seconds, you recognize it takes a lot of generous volunteer donors to keep life-saving blood supplies in stock. Here to tell us more about that is Gwen Bartoluzzi and Nancy Roseman with the American Red Cross. Ladies, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
So Gwen, you joined us a couple weeks ago, but can you remind us how critical is the need for donors of all blood types during the holiday season?
So it is very critical, especially right now. With the winter weather, the beautiful snow that we have today.
It's beautiful to look at, yes. Not to be in.
Not to be in. So we tend to see cancellations with blood drives during this time of year. Also with the holidays, everyone's traveling, really busy schedules. So we're just working on getting those hospital shelves stocked and supplied and ready to go here for the winter months.
Right, because emergencies do not take a break during the winter months, unfortunately. So it's so critical to keep those blood supplies up for people that need them every 2 seconds in the United States. That statistic just absolutely shocks me. Now, Nancy, I understand you volunteered with the Red Cross for 14 years. That's incredible. What motivated you to get involved?
When my husband and I retired, it was right in June, and then right after that, Katrina hit, and we watched that on TV, and we said, you know, we have time, we can help and make a difference in somebody's life. So we've been doing it ever since.
Wow, 14 years later, you're still going strong. Now, Nancy, from your perspective, why is donating blood so important?
Because one of my daughters was diagnosed with cancer, and it was non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, which is a blood cancer, and she needed lots of blood donations. She also needed platelets, which they have a short lifespan, 5 days. And so when she needed the platelets in the hospital, we had to wait 3 days to get the platelets, and her platelets count was down to 0. So that she could have had internal bleeding, anything could have happened. And I just sat there and felt so helpless.
Right. Yeah. Oh my goodness, I can't imagine. I'm sure that you saw firsthand just how critical it is to keep those blood supplies in stock. Now, Gwen, are there certain types of blood that the American Red Cross is needing more than others?
So we need all blood types right now, but especially type O. O positive and O negative donors. O negative is going to be our universal, and then O positive, that's going to be your positive blood type, so they can go to any other Rh positive donor as well.
Fantastic. Now, what do you think, Gwen, are some barriers that keep people from donating blood regularly?
I think some people, well, a lot of people are afraid of needles.
Right.
But also, I think some people who have maybe been on vacation, they've traveled out of the country, tattoos, piercings, but a lot of those things, as long as they've been done in regulated facilities, you're good to go. And we can always check, you know, if you've been out of the country and you're kind of concerned, we can always double check that when you come in for the blood drive.
And you guys are hosting a holiday blood drive to really stock up on those donations in our area. So give us the details about that.
Yeah, so Nancy is the blood drive coordinator. And so we're having our holiday blood drive in Moline at the Red Cross chapter on 1100 River Drive. And that is going to be this Wednesday from 1 to 6. Holiday theme, we're going to have some raffles. We're going to have Mrs. Claus there. Just holiday, delicious snacks.
Go for the snacks.
Right.
There you go. Nancy, if someone has never donated blood before, what can they expect from the process?
It's really not hard. You can just walk in. You can make appointments online, but you can walk in during 1 to 6 on Wednesday, and we'll sign them in, and they will go through a little checkup to make sure they're healthy enough to donate. And then it doesn't take long at all to take the blood out, and then they can come over and have some snacks, and it's not hard.
Such a simple process, and truly can have such a life-saving impact. Gwen, can you tell us what are Power Red donations?
Yeah, so Power Red donors, these are certain blood types, O positive, O negative, and then A negative, B negative. You have to be a certain height and a certain weight, but with these donations, we take more of your concentrated red blood cells and give you back your platelets and plasma, whereas a standard donation, we're taking your red blood cells, platelets, and plasma.
Gotcha. Thank you so much for clarifying that. Now, how can the Red Cross donor app make this whole process? It's easy anyway, but the mobile app can really help speed things up.
Yeah, the mobile app is amazing. If you go into the App Store and just put in Red Cross Blood Donor, it's an app that will let you schedule your donation appointments, manage them. You can see how many pints you've donated. It'll also notify you as the process goes. So once you've donated, once it's in processing, and once it's shipped. So the last time I donated, my blood went to Hawaii, and that was really cool.
That's neat that you can see the journey that your
Yeah.
blood takes
Right.
after you donate.
Yep.
That's awesome. Nancy, because you've had such a personal story with blood donation, why would you just really encourage people out there, take the time, go to the blood drive this Wednesday and donate?
It's just so important. It can just make a difference in one person's life, and it's just, I can't imagine why people wouldn't want to help that way.
Right, right. This Wednesday, you guys, that's when the holiday blood drive is happening. You do not want to miss it. Gwen, Nancy, ladies, thank you so much for being here. We sure appreciate your time.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, you guys, for more information, you can visit redcrossblood.org. We'll also have those details posted on ourquadcities.com.